There is a sacred truth, whispered only in the language of the cosmos. A truth felt, not taught. Among the ordinary walk extraordinary souls, earth angels. You are one of them, not by choice but by divine appointment. From the moment of your birth, you were marked by a celestial light, a radiant force both profound and weighty. The universe has always known who you truly are, even when the world turned a blind eye. When others deceived or mistreated you, they failed to perceive the divine spark within. They believed they were wounding just another person, unaware they were disturbing a sacred balance written into the fabric of existence. To harm an earth angel is not just cruelty, it is a violation of cosmic order. And the universe never turns away from such transgressions. It responds, silently, powerfully, and with precision. The hardships those individuals now face are not mere misfortune. They are the reverberations of a higher justice, a spiritual law that cannot be bent, broken, or bypassed. Lately, someone in your life took a dangerous risk, believing they could outsmart you. With a smug attitude and deceit in their heart, they made the grave mistake of assuming you were just like everyone else, blind to their schemes, naive to their lies, incapable of seeing through the mask they wore so carefully. They thought they could manipulate you, steal from you, betray your trust, and walk away without consequence. What they failed to realize is that deception against an earth angel is never just a personal betrayal. It is an outright declaration of war against divine order itself. Maybe they siphoned your energy like a parasite, believing you wouldn't notice the way they were draining you, emotionally, spiritually, or even financially. Perhaps they spun elaborate lies, stories so convincing that even they started to believe them. Or they tried to weave a web of manipulation to shape your reality to their own advantage. Regardless of their method, their goal was the same: to take, to deceive, to use you for their own selfish gain. Initially, they celebrated what they thought was a victory. They laughed in secret, convinced their deception had gone undetected. They mistook your silence for ignorance, your kindness for weakness. But earth angels do not react as ordinary people do. You did not chase after them. You did not beg, and you certainly did not stoop to their level. Instead, you let them believe they had won, not realizing that the universe had already begun to shift against them. What they failed to recognize was your true identity. You are not just any person they betrayed, a chosen one, an earth angel, a being protected by powerful, unseen forces. They may never truly grasp that their betrayal was not just an offense against you, but against the very divine forces that walk beside you, guiding and protecting you at every step. These higher powers do not take such violations lightly. Blinded by their own arrogance, those who deceived you thought they had escaped without consequence, free to carry on their deceptions elsewhere. But they were mistaken, because the instant they set their betrayal in motion, they sealed their own fate. The universe was watching, your spirit guides took note, and the very energy they tried to manipulate has turned against them. What was done in the dark is now surfacing. The lies they spun are unraveling, and the trust they destroyed is becoming the root of their own downfall. The harm they inflicted upon you is now rebounding back with a force beyond their control. And as days go by, they'll slowly realize that what they did was far more than a simple mistake. It was a curse they brought upon themselves. Their time for deception has ended, and now they must face the inevitable consequences. Earth angels like you are never truly left defenseless. Even in your moments of silence and pain, you are surrounded by unseen guardians, your spiritual team, your ancestors, your guides, and the divine presence itself, all watching and ensuring justice. These higher forces never ignore the harm done to you. They remember every injustice and respond accordingly. Even if you chose the high road, refusing to retaliate and choosing peace over vengeance, divine protection acts on your behalf. It doesn't require your intervention because it moves with its own power and timing. When they betrayed you, they unknowingly activated a force that never forgets and never hesitates to restore balance. Your spiritual guardians have already set events into motion, and now there is no escape from what follows. Quick pause, family. If this message resonates with your soul and you want to support this sacred work, feel free to buy me a coffee. Your support helps keep this space filled with truth, light, and divine clarity. The link is in the description. And if you're with me, drop number 88 in the comments. Let's keep going. The betrayal they committed was more than a personal offense. It was a violation of universal law. Earth angels carry pure energy, a high vibration that cannot be touched without consequence. Anyone who chooses to act against you with deceit or harm doesn't just walk away. Instead, they unleash a karmic cycle that begins to tighten around them like an invisible chain, pulling them deeper into consequences they never imagined. At first, they might not see the results. Their life may appear normal, and they may even believe they have gotten away with their actions. But divine protection is never hasty. It is precise. Instead of striking all at once, it slowly unravels the foundations of their lives, weakening the connections they depend on and causing blessings to slip away. The path they thought was clear becomes filled with obstacles, and as they struggle to make sense of the chaos, they fail to realize the simple truth. They did this to themselves. From the moment they betrayed an earth angel, they set a chain of events in motion that the universe is only answering in kind. Their suffering is no accident. It is the inevitable result of their own choices. This is the inevitable result of interfering with the divine order, and nothing they do can halt its unfolding. Ever since their deception, their life has gradually unraveled. At first, the signs were subtle: a missed opportunity here, an unexpected argument there. They chalked it up to simple bad luck, never stopping to question why everything seemed to be working against them. But those minor setbacks soon snowballed into complete chaos. Their finances began to collapse. Relationships crumbled under the weight of their own dishonesty, and the peace they once enjoyed slipped away like grains of sand through their fingers. If they stole from you, be it your energy, your trust, your kindness, or something physical, the universe is ensuring that whatever they gained is lost in a way they never anticipated. Should they have taken money from you, financial instability now follows them relentlessly. If they damaged your reputation, their own good name is now unraveling for all to see. Every lie they uttered is returning to them, manifesting as new hardships and burdens they can't escape. Now they are caught in a relentless cycle of misfortune. No matter what they try, nothing seems to move them forward. It's as if an invisible force is blocking their every attempt to regain the stability they once knew. This isn't just coincidence or some abstract idea of karma. This is pure divine retribution, an unbreakable law that guarantees those who harm an earth angel will inevitably pay the price for their actions. Even when they try to rebuild and recover what they lost, their efforts fall flat and their plans fall apart. Doors that once opened easily are now firmly closed, locking them in a spiritual prison of their own making, trapped by the very energy they projected into the world. As they sit amidst the ruins of their downfall, a chilling realization begins to dawn on them. None of this is random. This is not just a rough patch they can simply overcome. They crossed the wrong person and tampered with powers far beyond their understanding. The universe has delivered its verdict, and their punishment is only beginning. The energy they put out has come back to them, relentlessly, mercilessly, and without escape. Every betrayal, every lie, every harm they inflicted on you is now returning in amplified form. If they tried to destroy your name, they now find themselves the target of vicious rumors. If they wove lies about you, they are now ensnared in a web of their own deception. If they stole from you, what once seemed like a gain is now becoming their greatest loss. They are now losing far more than they ever managed to gain. Their world is turning against them, and there is no one left to blame but themselves. They believe they could escape the consequences of their actions. But the universe acts as a mirror, unyielding and absolutely just, reflecting every action, every intention, and every betrayal right back to its source. Now they are being forced to confront their own darkness and experience firsthand the pain they once caused you, with no hope of escape. The people they once manipulated are now abandoning them, and the support they once counted on is disappearing. The sense of security they enjoyed has been replaced by fear, uncertainty, and chaos. In the harshest way possible, they are learning that betraying an earth angel always comes with consequences. Everything they set in motion has come back to them. The suffering they dealt to you is now their own, and the universe offers no mercy. Their web of lies is unraveling. Their true nature is being revealed, and there's nowhere left for them to hide. For so long, they thrived in the shadows, weaving deception and manipulating those around them without fear of repercussions. But the universe does not allow falsehood to remain hidden forever. The mask they so carefully maintained is finally cracking, piece by piece, until their real self is exposed for all to see. This wasn't their first betrayal. They have deceived, manipulated, and harmed others before, showing little to no remorse. But by choosing to betray you, they set their own downfall into motion. Because earth angels are not only protected, they are catalysts for divine truth. Those who once believed their lies are now beginning to question everything, as the charm they relied on no longer works and their words sound empty. Their actions betray them, and some will even face public humiliation. Their deception could be exposed in a scandal, the loss of a friendship, or a completely shattered reputation. No matter the form, it will strip away all the false power they built through lies. Everything they constructed on a foundation of deceit will collapse beneath them. And as they stand amid the ruins of their broken image, regret will be all that remains. By crossing an earth angel, they have ensured the universe will reveal their true nature for all to see. Redemption is not within reach for them, not yet. First, they must experience the same shame, pain, and public exposure they once so easily inflicted upon others. Now the truth can no longer be hidden, and there is nowhere left to run. Deceiving an earth angel doesn't end with simple karma. It leaves a lasting mark on the deceiver's spirit, one that cannot be erased. The energy that once carried them forward, and the luck that seemed always to be on their side, has vanished. Life has become heavier, darker, and riddled with obstacles they never imagined facing. They are no longer the person they used to be, and deep inside, they know it. Every attempt to move forward is met with resistance. Opportunities slip away before they can reach them, and doors that once opened with ease are now firmly closed. No amount of effort, manipulation, or trickery can change their fate. The universe has withdrawn its favor, and in its place, they are burdened with a weight that will linger for the rest of their lives. People around them sense an unexplainable shift, a heaviness that hangs in the air when they enter the room. Friends start to distance themselves. Allies turn cold, and connections dissolve with no obvious cause. On a spiritual level, they have been marked, and the world instinctively withdraws its trust and welcome. They are no longer part of the flow of abundance and blessings. This is not a temporary setback. It is a spiritual exile, a sentence imposed by the very forces they dared to defy. Now they walk a lonely path of loss, confusion, and isolation, unable to escape the reality that they brought this upon themselves. If you look closely, you'll notice the system has always been rigged. And for those who see the truth, the walls are closing in. Everything they built through deception is now crumbling. The foundation they thought was solid was actually a fragile illusion, held together by lies, manipulation, and stolen energy. Now, piece by piece, it is collapsing beneath them. If they use deceit to gain wealth, it will be stripped away in unexpected ways. Failed business deals, drying financial streams, and sudden losses, leaving them scrambling for stability. If they betrayed you to elevate themselves, now they will fall further than they ever imagined, with the very people they tried to impress turning away in disappointment or disgust, and their status dissolving before their eyes. This is not just a simple downfall, but a complete collapse, the unraveling of everything they once held dear: their home, their finances, their relationships, and the carefully curated image they worked so hard to build. None of it will be spared. The very things they valued above all else are now slipping through their fingers. No matter how hard they try to hold on, the harder they try to hold on, the faster everything slips from their grasp. They are left watching in horror as their entire empire crumbles into dust, the illusions they built their life upon shattering beyond repair. There is no way for them to rebuild, no possibility of regaining what has been lost, because their success was never truly theirs. It was borrowed, stolen, and unearned. Now the universe is reclaiming it all. The false empire they created through deception has fallen, and there is no one left to rescue them. One of the harshest punishments for betraying an earth angel isn't swift destruction, but rather a deafening silence from the universe itself. The same divine forces that once offered them opportunities, guidance, and protection have now completely withdrawn. Their prayers are met with emptiness. Their attempts to manifest anything fall flat. And no matter how desperately they try to shift their energy, nothing moves in their favor. At first, this loss reveals itself in subtle ways. Friends gradually fade from their lives, some turning away without explanation, others suddenly opposing them. Invitations dry up, messages cease, and the attention they once craved simply disappears. What follows is a deep, unshakable loneliness, not just social isolation, but a true spiritual exile. The divine forces that once allowed them to move freely in the world have severed all connection. They may try to chase the life they once had, trying to recreate the old energy, but nothing feels the same. They are locked out. Everything that once came effortlessly, money, friendships, success, now remains just beyond reach. Every pursuit requires 10 times more effort, yet brings nothing in return. It's as if they are trapped in an invisible cage, unable to escape the weight of their own choices. This is not just bad luck, this is divine judgment. In the midst of this silence, they are forced to finally face themselves. No more distractions, no more enablers, only the truth of what they've done and the emptiness they have created. The universe is not punishing them out of cruelty. It is teaching them a lesson they refuse to learn. Whatever is taken unjustly will always be reclaimed until they recognize and atone for their wrongdoing. Until they face the truth, they will remain in this void. Chosen ones, do not mourn what was lost or betrayed. Do not dwell on the pain inflicted or what was taken from you. Everything stolen will be returned in greater abundance. Everything broken will be restored beyond measure. The universe does not let an earth angel suffer without reason. Every tear you shed, every moment of doubt, every heartbreak was seen and recorded, and your redemption is already underway. The energy drained from you, the love and trust betrayed, the time that was wasted, it is all being restored to you tenfold. For every door that closed, a bigger and better one is opening. Where connections ended, stronger and more aligned relationships are forming. You're being elevated not in spite of what happened, but because of it. Blessings will come to you swiftly and effortlessly. Money that was withheld will return in unexpected ways. Lost opportunities will reappear even greater. And the love you were denied will find you, deeper and more authentic than ever. And perhaps the most powerful part of all, your enemies will be forced to watch. They will witness your rise, your thriving, and your newfound, untouchable strength. They never imagined that their actions would return to them with such force. But understand, chosen one, that your journey is not about seeking revenge or lingering on their downfall. What happens to those who betrayed you is no longer your concern, and it is not your responsibility to monitor their struggles or hope for retribution. Instead, your highest calling is to let go completely. Release any attachment to their fate and shift your entire focus toward the blessings and abundance now pouring into your life. Allow yourself to open up fully and gratefully receive the prosperity that the universe is sending your way. Embrace every new beginning, every fresh opportunity, and every sign that things are finally aligning in your favor. The universe is rewarding you not only for the hardships you endured, but for the unwavering integrity and purity you held on to through every storm. You could have chosen bitterness, anger, or retaliation, but you refused to let the darkness change who you are. You trusted the higher order, stayed true to your light, and continued to walk with compassion, even when it wasn't easy. Now the reward for your patience and faith is greater than you could have dreamed. This is your season of true restoration, where every loss is being transformed into gain, and every setback is making way for greater miracles. Receive this season with an open heart, chosen one. It's time to recognize your own worthiness, to understand that you are not being blessed by chance, but because you remained authentic and resilient when the world tried to break you. Your difference is your strength. Your energy is so powerful that it acts as a mirror, revealing truth in every room you enter. Without lifting a finger or seeking any form of revenge, you expose lies and dismantle illusion simply by existing in your pure, unshakable frequency. Those who are ready to recognize your divine essence will find blessings just by being in your presence. They will be uplifted and transformed in ways they never expected. But those who attempt to exploit your kindness or manipulate your trust will only bring about their own undoing. The universe's balance is perfect. This is the legacy of an earth angel. You were never meant to blend in with the masses, to shrink yourself, or play small for the comfort of others. You were designed for elevation, meant to stand out, to walk a sacred path that few can follow. Your journey was never ordinary. You were always being set apart for something higher. Every betrayal you suffered, every heartbreak you endured, and every loss you mourned was never intended to destroy you. Instead, these experiences were the fires of initiation, meant to refine you, to purify your spirit, and to separate you from those who could not walk beside you on your true path. The universe uses adversity as a tool, chiseling away what no longer serves you and revealing the core of your strength and purpose. Each time someone tried to dim your light, they unknowingly fueled your growth, pushing you toward a higher state of being. You walked through flames that would have consumed others, yet you emerged whole, unbroken, and even more powerful. Your resilience, your grace in the face of pain, and your refusal to seek vengeance is what marks you as truly chosen. Divine protection surrounds you like an impenetrable shield. The universe watches over you, ensuring that no act against you goes unnoticed or unaddressed. Remember, your energy is sacred. It is your responsibility to protect it, to be discerning with whom you share your time, attention, and love. Divine justice is inevitable and unstoppable. It will always restore balance, whether you see it happen or not. Never allow yourself to lower your frequency to match those destined for their own downfall. Do not waste your precious energy on bitterness or resentment. Instead, stay focused on your own path of growth and fulfillment. Your legacy is not merely one of survival, but of ascension, of rising above every challenge and thriving in the light of your purpose. No force in existence can block what has been divinely ordained for you. Your destiny is protected by a force greater than any obstacle. Understand, chosen one, that being an earth angel is a rare and sacred calling. You are a living embodiment of both divine love and cosmic justice. You carry the torch of compassion, but you are also the instrument through which universal truth is delivered. Those who try to deceive you, use you, or take what is not rightfully theirs never leave unchanged. They may walk away thinking they have won a temporary victory, but the universe is always watching. Their illusions will inevitably shatter, their consequences will find them, and everything they tried to take from you will be restored to you in forms even more magnificent than what was lost. You are not required to bear witness to their downfall or hold any space for their suffering. Your only responsibility is to stand tall in your truth, to claim your blessings boldly, and to step confidently into the new life unfolding for you. Let your spirit shine even brighter as you move forward, knowing that divine justice is at work on your behalf. The universe is busy restoring everything you lost, lifting you to new heights, and ensuring that those who wronged you are faced with the full weight of what they set in motion. Chosen one, know that your journey is one of continual transformation. You are being elevated not in spite of your trials, but because of them. Every time you rise after being knocked down, every time you choose forgiveness over bitterness, you unlock new levels of grace and abundance. The universe is aligning opportunities, relationships, and resources just for you. Blessings will arrive swiftly, sometimes when you least expect them. Money will return, connections will strengthen, and love that is genuine and pure will find its way to you. All the while, those who once tried to harm you will bear silent witness to your ascent, unable to interfere or diminish your light. Their time of influence is over. Yours is just beginning. Stand in your power, open yourself to receive, and trust in the process. Divine justice is not only protecting you, but is paving the way for your highest good. Let the universe handle the rest. Your destiny is unstoppable, and your story is far from over. This is the legacy of an earth angel, a life of abundance, purpose, and untouchable light that only grows stronger with every challenge overcome. That's all for today. Dear Father, I pray for the growth of my faith. Help me trust you even when physical evidence is lacking. Let me believe in your perpetual presence, knowing you will never harm me. I understand that your thoughts for me are thoughts of prosperity and not harm, to give me a good future. Thank you, gracious and eternal Father, for always listening to my voice. I offer up this prayer to you in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, for your love and provision. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the abundance you bring. If this message stirred something within you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this divine reminder. Your voice matters. Leave a comment below and tell us about your journey and how you're stepping into your own victorious return. If you feel led to support this mission, you can do so through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description. Every seed sown, whether a coin, a prayer, or a simple share, helps us continue spreading light and truth. Remember, no act of kindness is ever wasted. Your support carries God's word farther than you know and brings healing to those in need. Don't stop here. There's more ahead. Watch our next video to uncover powerful signs that confirm you are the chosen one. We're honored to walk this path beside you. Until next time, stay radiant. Embrace your purpose boldly. Blessings to all the beautiful souls from